Hey everybody, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for this Memory Planning Monday video. If you'd like to see what I do in this Project Life week number 6 spread, stick around. Hey friends, thanks for hanging out today. It's Jem with ChappyPlans, and I am working on week number 6 in Project Life. I use a 9x12 album and inserts from scrapbook.com. I'm still using Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kits to document Project Life, mostly because the colors coordinate super well. I did try to pull out the new Studio Calico Documenter kit, but the colors are way too bright and rainbow and just really did not go with the photos that I've chosen to use for this week. So I pre-select all the cards where I want to put them and pull out embellishments that I think will work, which makes the actual filming process and the creating process much quicker. It usually takes me about an hour or so to put one of these spreads together. And a lot of times I'm doing this when my daughter's home, so I end up having to get up and come back and all that kind of stuff. So I've gotten a lot quicker at putting these together, and one of the things that I've been doing, I noticed, is not adding washi to the spreads, which I think I like better because I tend to over embellish, and I think not using the washi creates some space for the embellishments without it looking too crowded, if that makes sense. So I pull out my StazOn ink in black and journal really quickly on these box stickers from Mojo Jojo Plans, which I used to use for planners, but I don't use them in my planner anymore, really. But I have 10 different sticker books full of boxes that I totally forgot about and was like, why am I not using these instead of labels? Why am I buying labels? They're exactly the same flipping thing as these sticker boxes. So I literally have a million sticker boxes I can now use to label my photos and add journaling. So that's what I did. I'm using various chipboard pieces, mostly from the February Stories by the Month kit, but also from the past, some wonky shaped hearts, because this is February, of course, and there are some lovely stories, and hearts are just always a good embellishment choice, if you ask me. Hearts and stars. So I did just add that Dear Me, I Love You, Love Me die cut to the photo of myself that I took at work when I was subbing, but I forgot that I took that on Friday. For some reason, I thought I took it earlier in the week, so I need to go and cut around the journaling because it's not journaling for the right day. I get confused because I don't work every day. So anyhow, just letting you know that I'm going to end up going back and trimming off the part that I journaled. I love the February Looks Like This 4x6 card. I used one in January. It had a different font, but there will be one every month, I'm pretty sure. So I plan to use these to house some more important or meaningful pieces of ephemera. And my husband calls it garbage. He's like, you collect garbage. I'm like, yes, I do. So as a garbage collector / scrapper, I want to keep these little pieces of ephemera in my memory planner. And I think this is so great. So I've got this Engineering the Perfect Shot I cut off from our Valentine's family night at the local science museum that we go to, that we're members at, and they had this fun Valentine's themed event. So there was mini golf, and I wanted to include that little piece of ephemera there. Also, the tea bag from my husband's tea that he got for our Valentine's date, which actually happened the day before. We went to brunch before I had to go to a surgical consult appointment. And I also cut off the part of our ticket from seeing Matt Rife, which was on February 1st. So even though those things happened, these pieces of ephemera will be collected over the course of the month. I'm putting that in the first full week of each month if I'm able to. Then I also did a ton of Disney album work this week. So I set up my supplies, and that's what that photo is with the chipboard heart and the journaling. Also, the top left photo of Nora with her cat is from Monday, and she was homesick Monday and Tuesday, so I wanted to include that cute photo because it looks like he's hugging her, and I absolutely love it. Wednesday was an early release day, so Nora usually brings a friend home with her on those days, and that's her friend Fiona. She was sitting, they were pushing each other around in this really old stroller, which was so funny. And I was like, they wanted me to take their picture. I wanted to take it, but they wanted me to take it. They were like, take our family portrait. And Nora was pretending to be the kid and Fiona was the mom. And then they had Nora's doll, Molly, was her sister. So it was a hilarious photo. And then the next day, by the way, Nora got this doll stroller that day. Like, it arrived while she was having her play date. So I put it together and brought it into her room, and they were just playing with it. Then the next day, Nora was playing with the stroller, and Smokey, her cat, jumped right up into it. So we quickly snapped that photo, and it was so funny because he had actually tolerated her pushing him around in it for a little bit. And that's when I realized, wait a minute, I did not substitute teach on Wednesday, which is what I thought that was. That was like the week before or the week after. I don't even know. So I decided to... I was like, nope, gotta cut off the journaling. That's fine. Looks a little bit less busy and it works. It's kind of wonky, but whatever. And then I go back to journaling, basically the story of those things that I just told you about. And then that card that's got Monday through Sunday, I absolutely love, and I want to be in every month because it's just such a great way to add a list or to do some journaling or to talk about whatever you want. But it's a great vehicle for housing those things. But I said Monday, fresh haircut and color touch-up. Tuesday, day 2 of Nora home, sick. She was better by nighttime. Wednesday, start a Disney album and early release / playdate. Thursday, Matt's first meeting with the general manager in his new role. Friday, subbed for 2nd grade and 4th grade. Lots of fun in both. Saturday, I ordered a Hobonichi Techo avec. Sunday, SCV and Super Bowl Sunday, and a bad period incident. And then you just saw the close-ups of the left side, and now I'm going to move on to the right. And I didn't do this on any other cards, but I just wanted to, I don't know, I felt like it looked like it was too free-floating for some reason. So I just drew a border around the vellum that I cut down. It was a 6x8 sized piece of vellum that came in the, I don't know if it came in Stories by the Month or the Story Kit. I can't remember. But these alphas are from Ali Edwards. They're distressed alphas, and they are just awesome. And I love using them, and that's why they're part of her Alphas Are Awesome series. So I'm going to stamp out week 6, all in alphas. When I get to week 10, I think is when I might switch to numbers, but who knows? We'll just keep going this way and see what happens. And then I'm going to stamp February 5th through the 12th, which is what this week is documenting. Add a chipboard heart and a few of these little red gems that I've been adding, these little tiny red heart gems. I think I got them at Michael's last Valentine's Day. And then I'm going to move on to this photo of Nora and Molly. So it was Kindness Week at school this week. Friday was PJ Day, and she also has show and tell. So she decided not only to wear pajamas, but to dress her doll Molly in the same ones and use that for show and tell. So she was really excited about going to school Friday. And who doesn't love to like wear pajamas all day? Honestly, that's what I do when I'm home filming and I know I don't need to sub. I usually don't even change into something else. Okay, true fact and confession time, I will literally throw on leggings, but keep my pajama top on and wear a coat and just show up because I just have to wait outside my car to pick her up from school. And it looks like I have clothes on, but really I don't. I mean, I do, but they're pajamas on the top and leggings on the bottom. I can't believe I just told you that. Oh my gosh, if you heard that part of this video, you need to put I don't know, a PJ emoji or a pants emoji in the comments. Oh my gosh. So anyways, back to why we're here. I ended up embellishing that photo too, just with the February stories chipboard and a You Are Gold puffy sticker. This is an older puffy sticker sheet I had in my stash. And if you've been noticing, I've been peeling back some of the layers of chipboard so that it's very thin, because I am trying to just pay attention to bulk in this album, just out of curiosity, to see what it looks like compared to my very first time doing Project Life, which was 2023. And of course, I used 2 albums. I had 2 volumes to document the entire year's worth of memories. This Be Mine card I leave blank, but I end up going back at the end to add some of those red gems to it. This picture was taken on Friday. Nora and I went to dinner. My husband actually stayed home, even though he went to work. He was supposed to come out to dinner with us and then go to wellness night, which was like an event at her school that I was helping with PTA. But because he was feeling sick, it was just Nora and I. And so we went to our favorite local Korean restaurant and got Korean food and talked a little bit about Salal, because the next day was the Korean New Year. We call it Salal. The bigger umbrella term would, of course, be Lunar New Year. And I shared some information about Korean New Year on my Instagram stories when it happened. So but it is the Year of the Dragon, and for now, as an adoptee, for me, it's enough to just eat Korean food and kind of just talk about it a little bit with Nora. Who knows what it'll look like as, I get older and explore my relinquishment more and that type of thing. If we'll do more, I don't know. But for now, that was good enough. And then, of course, we had wellness night. And Saturday, I literally just spent all day in my craft room working on my Disney album and filming content for that. So hope you guys check those videos out. And my husband brought me home some flowers for Valentine's, which was so sweet and made me all, like blushy gushy. And then in the evening, we had family game night and we played the game of life and Clue, and Nora actually won Clue, which was like so awesome. And yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of journaling on the underside of this flip up, talking about those things. And then Sunday, I'm mentioning how, we went back to church after not being there for a couple of weeks because we were sick, and how her friend Abby couldn't come over, which she usually does on Sundays, but instead her older sister Hannah came over, and they did each other's makeup and made up some dances and made these like little pretend ASMR video vlogs, which is like this whole thing that I guess is taking over TikTok. And Nora doesn't have TikTok, but Hannah does. And so Hannah's 11 actually. So I'm just journaling about them hanging out together, which was like a rare opportunity. And I try to tell Nora, as Hannah gets older, she's probably not going to want to have these one-on-one play dates with you. It's not a personal thing. It's just like she's becoming a teenager and your differences are going to be just grow to be bigger. And she was like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, you'll see as you get older and then you'll understand. But for now, it's just a sweet moment I captured of the two of them. Hannah had just done Nora's makeup, so it was really, really adorable. And then I end up journaling a little bit more. The February 3 Things card, I wrote new journaling and project adventures, media and a Hobonichi Techo avec. As many indoor playdates and fun places to go as we ride out winter for number 2. And for number 3, I wrote winter break. Nora had playdates and a sleepover. Also planning an impromptu trip to Pittsburgh, which are all big things happening in February, which is what I used that card for. And then, you can use it for whatever you want if you subscribe to these Stories by the Month kits. But I felt like this card was meant to house like larger, broader moments in the month, if that makes sense. And then the Say No Vellum card, I cut a little slit in and put this sensing card that I have in my stash from the Sense Story Kit last year or 2 years ago. And I don't want to go into too much detail, but I'll just say that it has to do with with Shark Week, and it was really, really, really bad, and is part of the reason why I had a surgical consult, and all of that kind of stuff. So that is why I did the journaling on the card, so that it could be private and could be housed underneath. So that is going to be all of the stories and photos for week number 6. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I shared, products I use, that type of thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not. I would totally appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Take care, friends, and remember that you are enough. Love you guys. Bye.